What you're looking at here is a first of its kind. It's a dual monitor Thunderbolt 4 KVM, and it comes to us from TESmart. Now, a big thank you to TESmart for sending this KVM out for testing and review purposes. In this video, of course, I'll link to this in the description down below, and you can check out all the specs. But in this video, I'm going to show you what you get inside of the box. We're going to talk about some of its high-level specs in just a moment here, and then I'll also show you how I hooked it up in my use case, which happens to be a Mac Studio and a MacBook Pro, because there's a lot of different ways that you can use a KVM like this. And so we'll get into that. But before we do, let's talk a little bit about high-level specs. And we'll start with the video side. This is a KVM that supports up to 4K 60 Hertz lossless transmission. There's a few other things you should know about that. It's going to support HDR10. It is supporting HDMI 2.0, so that's what you're going to find on the backside when we talk about HDMI connectors. It also supports Thunderbolt 4 and USB-C, and the beautiful thing about this being a Thunderbolt 4 KVM is you can really simplify things down to a single wire. So you can start to use that in different ways, whether it be to connect to multiple monitors, maybe to share things like video, data, even your power supply up to 60 watts. So that's the simplicity and the beautiful thing about that. And we'll go through that in just a moment here. It's also a USB 3.0 docking station, so you get that as well. Let's go ahead and turn our attention back to the video for a moment, because I want to dive in a little bit more on that end of it to let you know what we're talking about here. As I mentioned, 4K 60 Hertz, and that's going to come in at the color scape of 444. If you want to run 1080p, you can do that as well, and that's going to be up to 240 hertz, and you see all of the additional hertz that are supported here. And if you want to run 1440, you can do that as well, up to 120 hertz. Now, this does support multi-channel switching as well as EDID emulation. So I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and turn the camera down at this time. I'm going to show you what you get inside of the box, and then I'll show you some imagery of how I was using it along with a walkthrough. Now, everything is going to come in this box that you see right here on the inside. We've got a nice kind of greeting from the CEO of TESmart, but let's go ahead and set that box aside. And you've already seen everything that I've unboxed here, and we'll walk through that in a minute. But inside of that brown box, you will find a series of smaller white boxes. These are all individually labeled for all of the devices that you're going to see in just a moment here. So that's just an example there. So I'll walk you through this in no particular order, and we'll start with the remote. Now, there is the capability to use a manual button on the front of the KVM to switch, but I'm going to tell you right now, using this remote really gives you a lot more functionality, as you see with all the buttons here. So you can switch between sources, you can switch to even show one computer on one monitor and another computer on another, and I'll demo that in just a moment here. And it takes two batteries that simply slide into the compartment here. Those are going to be AAA batteries, two of them. And it's just really convenient. So that's your remote. You're also going to have, of course, a power brick here. And again, I've already unboxed these things. So these do come nicely packaged in those white boxes that I showed you at the top of the video. Here is your wall plug. Of course, I'm in the States, so I have a US plug, as you see right here, but that's just going to plug into this power brick. It does have a long enough cable, so it's going to fit pretty much wherever you need it to. And that's going to supply power. It also has a barrel end plug on this side that's going to plug into the KVM itself that I'll show you in just a moment. And then we get a series of cables as well. So some of these I did not need to use because I already have them, but this is your DisplayPort cable. So you do have one of those inside of the package. We also get, which I certainly appreciate this, a Thunderbolt 4 cable. So these can be somewhat expensive at times, and so it's nice that they've thrown that inside of the box. We also get a 4K HDMI cable right here. I have no use for that because I have my own series of cables, but that's included. And then we also have your USB cable that you're going to see right there. So those are all the cables that you're going to get inside of the box. And this is the KVM itself. It is very well made. It's all metal. I mean, there is, you see the top side, it's got some TESmart branding. On the underside, I mean, this is really the extent of the plastic on this thing, is these 4 rubber footers that you see to keep the KVM stabilized when it is in place. And then probably these 2 buttons right here, which is power and manual switching. Those are plastic, but aside from that, everything is really well built. Even those plastic buttons, they feel really well built. On this side, we have a ventilation port. There is a fan behind that. You know, I really don't hear that fan all that much. It only kicked on a couple of times when I was using it that I could hear, so it's not distracting or anything like that. Along this side, we have a ventilation port that goes all the way through for added cooling. And then as we take a look on the front side, let's go ahead and just walk you through everything here, because what you're going to have is a number of things, starting with the headphone jack that will also support a microphone if it is attached. You also have your USB connectors, A as well as C, and you can see the speed rating there. We also have lighted indicators for monitor A as well as B, and then you're switching between your computer 1 and 2. And that's the unique thing about this, is you can really switch and display, let's say, one computer on monitor A and another on monitor B. It gets really interesting how you can use this. There is an IR port there for your remote. And then, of course, we have the orange button, which is manual switching. And then this button, which is your power. Right along here, when I turn the lights out, those are RGB lights. So you can actually turn those off if you don't like it, but I don't find them distracting at all. Let's go ahead and spin this around, and we'll take a look at the back side. Now, starting from left to right, you can see we have our DC in. This is going to provide power. We also have your connectors for your mice as well as your keyboard. So this will support wired or wireless. And you're going to see in my demo, I used a wired keyboard and a wireless mouse. We also have your USB connectors up to 5 Gbps right there. And then you also have a service port, your Ethernet port for shared connectivity. And then we also have your output A as well as B, and those are HDMI 2.0. Now, when we take a look at PC1 and PC2 connectivity, on PC2, you've got your USB connector. You also have your input for your HDMI as well as display port. On PC1, you actually have 2 fully functional Thunderbolt 4 connectors. So you can use one to connect to 2 monitors. You can use the other to connect to things like GPUs, additional monitors, and the like. So a lot of flexibility with that. So very impressive build, a lot of connectivity options. Let's go ahead, turn the camera over to how I used it. I'll walk you through it and give you some examples. When you power up the KVM, you're going to be greeted by a series of lights to indicate it's booting up, and then it moves into almost like a breathing RGB sequence. I find it quite complimentary, although if that's not your deal, you can turn those lights off completely. So you can have it however you choose. Now, I'm going to turn the lights on here and you'll see it in brighter light. It's still very nice and pleasing to my eyes, but again, you can turn it off if you don't like it. Now, I'm going to show you the front side. Again, we covered this in the unboxing, but you can see all of your access points. I don't have this ideally set up where I want to on my desk, but I will do that after this video. As we take a look at the back side, there's my power connector. I've got a wired keyboard and a wireless mouse. I'm not using the USB ports that you see right there. We've got HDMI out to both monitors. I'm not using the LAN cable. And then we have PC1 as well as PC2 connectors. These are basically my sources for my Mac Studio and my MacBook Pro. And you can see the MacBook Pro right here. I don't find any ghosting. It's rather quick. The colors look just fine to my eyes. That's hard to tell in a video like this. Everything looks really good. And I find that the switching is fast enough. I mean, anytime you're going to switch between devices like this in real time, there will be a small delay as you see the screen turns black, but it's very adequate, and I don't find that to be a problem at all. Remember, this is also sharing keyboard and mouse as I do this, so that's super cool. And I'm going to talk towards the end of the video about some other use cases that I'm not showing you here that you have to think about. Now, when you use the remote control, you are going to get more functionality, because now not only can you switch, as I showed you, between my Mac Studio and my MacBook Pro, but you can also do some pretty cool stuff like display one PC or one Mac on one screen while displaying the other on the other screen. And so I'll show you that right now. I've got my MacBook Pro on that left screen, and here is my Mac Studio on the right. So you start getting into this territory of being able to do things that you really couldn't do without a device like this, because it allows you to do that switching on the fly, but then starting to share peripherals and keyboards and mice and things like that. Now, truth be told, before this video, I've never played around or gotten hands on a KVM before. And so this was really kind of an eye-opening experience for me, because when I started playing around with this and learning more about it and understanding how it could simplify my setup, it kind of gave me that light bulb moment to understand, hey, I could see how a lot of people could use this in a lot of different ways, whether it be that you work from home or you just have multiple PCs, or let's say a laptop and a desktop like I do, and you want to simplify your connectivity, sharing, let's say, an Ethernet cable, sharing the same peripherals, whether it be hard drives or whether it be keyboards and mice and things like that. And then also being able to go to a dual monitor setup with one single wire, it's pretty much a game changer. Now, there's a lot of things to like about this, and I just showed you a few of the things in this video, but as I mentioned, there's so many other ways you can use it depending upon your own use case. Now, the last thing I'll mention is I've got a 10% off coupon code if you are interested in this device. So I'll put it down below, and I'll also put it in the description. And TESmart also indicates that if you do purchase this device, you can register it and become a VIP and get 3 years of extended warranty service on this device. So you can be sure that what you're picking up is going to work for the many years to come. So there you have it. It is by TESmart, first of its kind in a Thunderbolt 4 dual monitor KVM. Hey, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe for even more content, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.